Alright, this is Zachary Myers, and I have learned the lyrics to Ain't You Glad from Hamajang. And my dad over here will be playing the famous wrapping paper. So, let's get this music started already. There we go. Sorry.
Oh, you forgot your microphone.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if I think could talk, I sure you do. A lot of things that make you cry, my dear. Ain't you glad? 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 Ain't you glad that things don't talk? Well, if a car could say who's been inside when he's taking you for a ride, ain't you glad? 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 Ain't you glad that things don't talk? Who's been taking you for a ride? If the fool could say who's turned the knob when he's away out on the job. Ain't you glad? Ain't you glad? Ain't you glad that things don't talk? Oh yeah, gosh.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Dad.
Well, the things that talk that way, ain't no telling what they might say. 'Cause I'm a guilty through and through. Yes, I'm guilty. How about you? Well, the things that talk that way, ain't no telling what they might say. I bet you're glad. Ain't you glad? 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 Oh, ain't you glad? Ain't you glad? Ain't you glad? What glad? Ain't you glad that things don't talk? Ain't you glad? 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 Come on, ain't you glad? 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 don't talk.
Achoo!
Alright, let's see how we did. Turn off the music.
Alright. Music is off.